Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 1st to the 15th, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps this channel be seen by the YouTube algorithm, so thank you so much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration, and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, there's going to be a lot of ideas coming in, like new ways to make money and new ways to move forward, or somebody's going to present like this business idea. They're not always going to be thought through. So just be aware of that. Like, it can sound really, really good, but it's a lot of holes in it. So be aware of that too. Also, be aware of somebody who's very young with money, right? The sense of they just spend it. They just spend and spend. So be very mindful about that, or getting distracted very easily by new things. And oh, they have this, so I want this, and they have this, so I want this. And it's just being very young with money. So be aware of that. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. And here we have create reversed. We need to embrace our creative selves. And that's going to just be one of the most important and valuable things that we can do for ourselves, to create, to really let our creativity, let the two parts of ourselves, the spiritual and the practical, come together, with the divine in between, and come together and create and see what comes forward. Just taking time with whatever you love to do, that, or even like to do, that's relatively creative, right? Just absolutely embracing that and seeing where it takes you. This is time to embrace your creativity, because we're just not making time for it, and we can feel it. Okay? Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels. Ooh, no, okay. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay. What's very interesting here is that we're finding balance, and there could be a time where we kind of felt like a child, right? With our hands out, or needing assistance in certain matters. This is going to be a time where we find our balance. We're claiming our balance again. We're moving forward in a way of distinction. We can be having a bit of difficulty with a Leo energy, but we can also be seeing new roads open up with a Leo energy. And that could be around the Leo timeframe, July 23rd to August 22nd, new ways opening up for us. It's interesting that the Magician is reversed and the Ace of Swords is reversed. So the Ace of Swords is a gift just for us from divinity. We're not taking it. There's a sense like, I'm not ready for it right now. We can feel overwhelmed. We're not fully embracing our gifts, even though we might really think that we are. There's some sort of hesitance around us about going deeper into kind of what we were born to be able to do. At this path, at this moment in our lives. With the Six of Pentacles, we're starting to see what's out of balance, and we're starting to see what needs to be put into balance. We can be finding things about money that are out of balance and trying to rectify that. That's why spirit, it can also be, we need to be mindful. We can be coming to financial, matters very new, very green, kind of like a child, right? So be aware of this as well, and be aware of being treated like a child, even though a lot of you aren't. It's just like, I'm not a child. Don't treat me like one. And a sense of harmony coming forward. We need balance within ourselves. We do. And that's going to be a very important thing. But also, we need to look at situations and say, what isn't right here? What is chaotic here? What is overwhelming here? What is out of balance? And that's going to be a very big thing. We are represented, we're represented by the twins, the spiritual world and the daily world, right? Divinity is in between. We are out of balance with ourselves, is what I am seeing here. Okay? That's going to be an important thing to understand. We've developed one to the point where it is dictating to the other. And that's not the harmony we should be having in our lives. We should be finding the harmony within ourselves to move forward, embrace our prosperity and our success, and really look at what we want with strength. This is Leo energy. Leo is ruled by the sun. So this is also letting ourselves shine. We're going to find allies in the most unlikely of places and spaces. We're going to find ourselves moving forward with tenacity and determination and insight and ideas. With the strength card as well, there is a sense of looking at things and coming to a conclusion for a lot of us that might does not necessarily equal right. And we're going to be seeing this with people. People are going to be highlighting this. And we could be thinking, why am I running into these people, right? Bullies, people who are just, they fall into bullying energy. They might not be bullies all the time, but they definitely fall into bullying energy that can be very overwhelming to us. Embracing our strength and knowing that strength comes from compassion and love and respect. We're not tyrants, and we shouldn't act like one. So here, there is a power in a respect for ourselves and a respect for a quieter nature, a nature that needs to give itself permission to create and to cultivate. Now, if we are in a bit of a temper during this time, we are going to feel absolutely out of whack, like absolutely. If we are moving forward, thinking might equals right, or just angry and 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 chaotic, is going to show in every single avenue of our lives. So just be aware of this. This is looking at strength and saying, you can have big muscles, right? You can be super, super strong, but you can also we need to have strength internally. Physical strength does not mean that we can weather storms better. Okay, it means we can lift more. Here, it is the weathering the storms. It is looking at things through different eyes. It's, it's opening up doors in a profound way. It brings us to the Two of Swords reversed. It's interesting because Spirit just said the paths that you thought you were going to take, you're not taking anymore. And it's just like, well, what the heck do I do? Like, how do I move forward? You can be trying to figure things out too quickly. Slow it down. You might think, okay, it needed to be solved yesterday. Slow it down. You're okay. And it's okay. The Two of Swords is the Two of Swords reverse is showing us that it's time to focus inward. It's not time to cut new paths. It's not time to move things forward in powerful ways. It is time to look inward and say, where do I need to be? What is right for me? What do I desire? With the Magician reverse, we're not standing before the altar of our existence, claiming our prosperity. We'd be waiting for other people to tell us what we've done right and what we've done wrong. We can feel like a student, feel like, oh my gosh, there's so much to learn. There's so much more to dive into. Where do I need to be? What do I want to be? How do I move forward? We're not trusting our voice. We're not trusting our prosperity. We're not trusting our intellect. We're not trusting, even our compassion. We're not trusting any of it. And this is going to be a time where we have a lot of doubt. Now, some of us will have more doubt than another. One might have a doubt for a minute. The others might have, a doubt for the whole 15 days. And it just depends on where we are in our journey. And it's okay. The Magician is saying, stand before the altar of your existence and claim what you want and say, this is me. It's kind of like It's kind of like not taking pictures of yourself, right? In events because you don't like the way you look, right? So you're going to cut yourself out of memories until you're exactly right, right? Until you're what you've imagined in your mind. We may never be what we imagined in our mind. And that's a harsh thing to say, but it's also true. Do not cut yourself out of memories. Do not cut yourself out of claiming your gifts because maybe when we not made up, but when we decided what we wanted, we didn't have the right vocabulary. We never saw what spirit has intended for us, what the divine has intended for us. And so that can make it difficult. How do you know? How do you know if you don't have the words to define it? Here, it's being bold enough to say, angels, connect me. Let me see what I love. Let me see what I want. Let me see what is my majesty, what is my greatness, what is my purpose. It doesn't have to be something bold. We always think it has to be bold and red carpet worthy. It doesn't. It can be very quiet, but it can be very lovely. And that is the knowledge that's coming forward. With the Ace of Swords, divinity is giving us knowledge. We're like, I'm not ready for it yet. Yeah, because we're overwhelmed. We're trying to move forward. There's a sense like, oh, if I just force it, if I just make it work. I always think of just forcing, the strength card is like Cinderella's stepsisters, right? Trying to force their foot into the slipper. But in the traditional fairy tale, they actually cut off parts of their feet to get their foot to go in. They disfigured themselves. So here, it's like, let us not cripple our own spirit in order to get what somebody else is telling us we should want above anything else. We need to trust our voice. We're not. We're not trusting our instincts, what we feel, what we desire, what we want, what we're looking for. Now it's time to say, I trust my voice. We're ruled by Mercury. Gemini. Trusting our voice is a huge part of our existence and our power here. So it's time to connect. And we might not be ready for this gift right now, or to really stand in our power right now and to say, this is who I am. We might need to look inward and say, okay, what do I want? What do I need? What's important to me? And then we move forward. And that's going to be a big thing. And that's going to be a powerful thing for us. It's like, slow it down. We don't always need to be looking for the next thing, looking for the new thing, gathering up more information. Slow it down. Let the 1st to the 15th of July be a very peaceful, very loving time for you. Right? Go slow, go gracefully into a balance for yourself, into a harmony for yourself, because there's something here where, it's almost like you feel like a child. You feel like, oh, I have to wait for this person's approval, and you're done with that. And that sets off a domino effect of like, I'm done with this. I'm done with things being out of balance. So I'm just going to charge forward. And then it's like, but how do I move forward? And I don't have any talents and I can't get to where I want to be. And we're overthinking, we're overanalyzing, and we're not seeing the gifts before us because we kind of go into panic mode. Slow it down. Slow it down and you'll realize how absolutely strong you are, Gemini. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is strength. That's it. It's strength. It is that might equals right mentality. So just be aware of that. It can also be a Leo energy. Our subconscious message from spirit is blessed. We're blessed. Are we looking at ourselves like that? No. It is time to remind ourselves, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. There are horrific things that happen to people, and those aren't blessed times. And there are horrific things that happen every day, and those aren't blessed times. But to look at ourselves and to see how strong we are, to even be here, to be drawn to these readings, to be connecting with divinity in a higher way, to be saying there's more than what the world is trying to sell me. That's huge. You are blessed. Remember it, even though we don't always feel that way. And it brings us to our subconscious tarot message, and it is the Queen of Pentacles, prosperity, success, and bounty. It's Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you have Earth sign energy in your chart, it's coming through. Subconsciously, it's coming through. It's guiding you. You are not the student. You are the queen. You are not the princess. You are the queen. There's more responsibilities on your shoulder, yes. But there's more power. there's more bounty, there's more abundance. Move forward in love. Take care of yourself because you matter. Okay? Take care of you. The Queen of Pentacles I've been seeing lately, it's like it's getting ready. It's looking the way that you want to look in the mirror. It's taking time to take care of yourself. It's exuding prosperity and success because there's a power to being like to being proud of who we are. And you will see that you nurture that power in others. And you will see that your prosperity keeps growing and growing. It might not be, millions upon millions of dollars, but you're getting there. You're getting to that place where you are growing endless prosperity, endless wealth, and endless bounty. And you're nurturing it. You're nurturing it. You're tending your garden. And that is amazing. All right. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.